name is Emil for many horses. I'm a member of the Oglala Lakota tribe from South Dakota. My art form is diverse art, traditional beadwork, and quill work. I've been doing Indian markets for probably about 8 years now. Basically what I do, I've tried to do other work like porcupine quill work, but I'm always drawn back to beadwork. Beadwork was something that was introduced, the glass beads, and in the family I come from, we were introduced to one of the traditional beaders from our community, and her style of beadwork is she did beadwork for my whole family, and so that's what got me interested. One of the reasons I started doing beadwork is I saw something that I wanted and I couldn't afford it at the time. I've been beading since I've been a junior and since junior high. And so I saw something, I couldn't afford it, so I started to make it. I'm self-taught essentially, but basically what I did is I ended up finding some mentors, these older women back home that I would, and they were very patient with me because I'd always go bother them and ask them how to do something, and they were always very patient, and they would take the time to show me how something was made, and one of the biggest compliments I received was when I finished something, I take it to them, and they were saying, you know, your beadwork is so even, it's even better than ours, and to me that was a huge compliment. It was better than any ribbons. Women were the ones that predominantly did beadwork, did all the decoration of clothing and things like that, but again, you know, when people were put onto the reservation, some of that art got lost, and people started to be able. Today, you see a lot of beadworkers who are male because they just to keep the artworks going and revive. And with the high demand now for beadwork for family dance outfits, you know, if you can bead, everybody beads within the family to try to continue the dressing people who are dancing in competition and things like that. Yeah, I tend to do a lot of items that are kind of what we call the transitional items, that when Native peoples were put onto the reservation, they were introduced to new and somewhat exotic items. So this piece I did today, which is this phonograph, there is a phonograph that's in the Denver Art Museum, and it is Lakota, and the horn here is actually all decorated with porcupine quill work. Now this particular one, I covered and decorated in a style that's called Eastern Sioux style, and it's a floral. It's influenced by kind of the woodlands tribes. And this was also, although this is rendered in beads, these are called the size 15 cut glass bead, which is a smaller bead. This could also be rendered in porcupine quills. Actually, I started working on this for the Bird Art Market, and then completed it for this show. I'd say I'd worked on it for about maybe 3 months.
Okay.
Now I work full time. I'm a museum curator at the National Museum of the American Indian in Washington, D.C. And so basically, when I'm getting ready for a show, I only have about 2 hours a night to work on pieces.
And what's your favorite part about Indian Market?
It's getting to see old friends and to see the creativity that everyone's come up with. You know, there's some phenomenal pieces that were done for the show.